And we're back. And we're back. And that's Mookie's fault with his technical difficulties. I don't know. I don't know if it's technical difficulties or Mookie just don't know what the fuck he's doing, y'all. Ari.
Okay. So Leila, where do you think that comes from? Like,
what do you mean, that just being tolerant of abuse and
no, just of your modern perspective. I mean, like, where did it start?
I guess it all, like, I'm the firstborn. I'm the eldest. It's myself and then two younger brothers. I always had to look out for them, and I kind of feel like I was also the son that my dad never had. I was always rolling with my dad and always just with the fellas and kind of his sidekick. So I think it really stems from that. Just being self-sufficient and being the eldest, taking care of my brothers, being the one my parents run to all the time. I think it kind of comes from that, from feeling like a provider in a sense, a nurturer.
Okay, I feel you.
So Ari, are you gonna exclude us men?
I
need to understand what's going on here.
No, I'm just talking to Leila about it because it's two different feminine perspectives that you all can hear and comment on. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you haven't let us know your opinion yet.
Stand done.
I would say that I'm probably somewhere in the middle because being a Black female, I can only speak from that perspective. And then based on history, shit that happened through slavery and the men being beaten, killed in front of the family, it has weakened the Black family, right? So that's carried down from generation to generation. And the women have been forced to lead, provide for the home and shit, which single moms pass that down to their girls. So growing up, most definitely me, independent, working hard, having that provider mentality because I have been a single parent. So you gotta work, get shit done. But getting older and seeing shit a little differently, I wouldn't consider myself a modern woman because now I understand the male's role in the family, in the home. It's important. That balance needs to be there. Guys.
Let's hear caping ass Vinny talk.
Go fuck yourself, you ass. I can't believe you said that. You're a miserable
Vinny,
asshole. You know that?
Vinny, hey, what do you think about the topic?
Paul, first and foremost, Paul, wait. You are doing the exact fucking opposite of what you said that you were.
Oh, wait, me?
No, that's you. We know who I'm talking to.
We all know who you're talking to.
Okay.
So I do not believe in traditional gender roles whatsoever. And if somebody wants to take the traditional gender role of something, that's absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. There are tons of people out there who love cooking and they love taking care of, the family and doing what they need to do with the kids and all of that shit. That's awesome if you're like that. But there are some men out there who want to do that too. Like, it always kills me that women are looked at as the person who has to cook inside the home, but yet chefs are like always men. It's a male-dominated profession. And I'm like, why is that? Why are women always the one doing the cooking in the home, but when it comes to stepping out of the home and doing it professionally, it's mostly men? This is why I totally believe that the patriarchy is a thing and that it needs to be crushed. because I'm tired of seeing it all. I'm tired of seeing women get mistreated and not getting the same chances as men because men just think they're better at everything.
I mean, and just to touch on that a little bit, I come from working in oil and gas for a very, very long time, which is, you guys know, it's a white male dominated industry, mostly Republicans at that. So seeing me succeed and, and have all the accomplishments I did while during my career in oil and gas, I got disrespected a lot. I mean, I would be asked to go either make coffee, and I'm like the project coordinator to the VP, or his right hand. And just because I'm Hispanic and a woman, like, I need to go bring you coffee. And that's that's what it's about. The patriarchy. I agree. And then going into telecom, I was in telecom for about 5 years, and it was the same thing. I would literally have meetings like at City Hall, and I'd speak to the commissioner or the city council, and my clients would be like, "Okay, did you take notes?" No, bitch, I'm not your admin person. I'm the one leading the meeting. But it's just that role that certain men. I'm not saying that all men are like that, because we're not. But they just assume that the woman is always there to support, period. No matter what it is, like, you're the one that's going to support.
I fully believe that that's a white dude thing.
And I'm not talking about the modern women and stuff in the workplace. We're talking about at home and in relationships. Like, specifically how the house is ran.
Okay, so tell me how you run your house. Tell us as a collective. I'm sorry, how you run your house, and what puts you in the middle of being modern versus traditional.
Well, I think there's a balance with me and my husband, because we do things together. It's certain things that he knows more about than I do, and it's certain things I know more about than he does. And when those different things come up, the other one takes care of it.
So tell me something that you know more about than he does, or something that he knows more about than you do, that y'all take care of different things.
A together thing, we talk about making purchases. As far as the home, anything that needs to be done with the kids, it gets discussed. Shit.
Yeah, I'm asking because, like, with all due respect to you, I don't mean to sound like anybody else on the podcast, but you didn't answer my question.
You asked, give some examples of things, how my house is ran, what he does, what I do, what he knows more about, and what I know more about, right?
Yeah, I want to know specifically something that you would know more about that he would bend to you, or vice versa.
I guess, like, taking care of the kids. Like, if they're sick, I would know more what to do than he does. He's better at money, so creating a budget, shit like that.
Okay, I'm with that because I'm shit at money, so I like that.
But just because you're better at taking care of the children, does that mean he does not get involved, and you just go ahead and take care of it, and don't let him be in control of that because you think you're the one that does it better?
Oh, not at all.
Okay.
That's where we learn from each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So finances and shit like that, I learned things from him.
Right.
Ways to deal with the children, he learns from me. Or he might come up with his own shit based on what I've taught him or whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's
So
a balance.
so there's more of a modern role play within your household, right? Because you
I
guys
wouldn't even call it.
share the responsibilities.
Yeah, you're right. You said it.
Yeah, because I mean, if you're gonna go back to old fashioned, I mean, women had to take care of the home. You had to have dinner ready. You had to make sure, the house was running at 100. And while they're at work or going to happy hour.
But that's why I
That's
say
what.
like I'm on the fence because
Yeah.
I can cook, clean, change my oil, change a tire, and bake cookies from scratch.
Right.
But that's learning from my mom and my dad.
I mean, I think you can be a total like blend of the two sides. I feel like I'm a blend. Just because I'm independent, I'm not like, like you mentioned before, I'm not gonna let, or I'm going to let a man that's in my life do what he feels that's natural to him. I'm not gonna, oh, I'm an independent woman, so I'm gonna, don't do that. Well, no, I mean, I know millennials and the generations now, they're completely okay with being that way, but I think being a little older and growing up in the household that I grew up in, I think I like to give, men their space too. Like I grew up with my dad being the cook. My mom cannot cook. So I grew up, learning from my dad. So, but to go back to my point is you can be a perfect blend of both. Like I think you can be in the gray area. It doesn't have to be, nothing's fully black and white. And like you mentioned before, as long as it's rooted in respect, I think that shouldn't be really an issue. But people have issues with that.
D, why you muted? What's up?
Oh, I was showing Vinny that I was going to shut up and let him say his bullshit.
But he stopped talking a while ago. Okay.
Yeah, I just didn't hit the button. I'm still here. I'm listening.
Okay.
I'm here. What's up? You got a question for D?
Your thought on what's been said so far.
Man, y'all all capping. Man, listen, this is a simple concept, right? Gender roles are a necessity. They simply are a necessity. And I'm not saying that society and the way individuals function cannot shift to whatever particular relationship that somebody is in. If somebody's willing to do something, or if they're not willing to do it, then the other person can do it. That's all well and fine. But at the end of the day, if you're talking about specific roles and who should do what, those roles exist for a reason. It's not, they weren't arbitrarily picked out. Clearly, I can do everything I need to do by my damn self. I don't need a bra for shit. This is just factual information, right? So if I decide I want to bring a broad into the fold, she's going to do the things that I said I want done. End statement. It's not a debatable topic.
Well,
That's
can
weird.
I ask you a question?
You can't ask me shit because I'm talking to Art. I'm sorry. Oh my God. No. Oh God. No, go ahead.
I don't want to
Ask me what you
fucking
want to
ask
ask
you
me.
goddamn thing.
That's good.
Never mind.
Moving on. Moving on. Oh my God. Ari, does my answer adequately answer the question you actually asked me before Vinny wants to interject?
Yeah. In your house you lead. You say what's what. Mookie, what you got?
How you gonna ask me after D? That's weird.
I asked you before.
No, you
Pretend like
didn't.
you didn't say nothing.
Wait, when did you ask
Go
me?
ahead.
When did you ask me what?
I
Well,
did ask you earlier.
oh my bad. What? I'm sorry. What was the question?
So the thing is, like, your thoughts on what's been said and how you feel about um modern traditional roles in a relationship.
Rose is rose and toes is toes. We don't get no toes, then we don't eat no rose.
What?
Fucking
What the
Moogie.
fuck?
Don't pay no attention to Moogie. He is not. He's being extra as hell right
Like,
now.
I mean,
Don't-
the only reason I said that is because I see that there's a minute left, so it was literally 0 point for me to go into my spiel with I don't know how much time that I don't know when that minute part popped up, so I don't know how much time I have left. So
We got
here's the
like
deal.
3.5 minutes.
how? Wait, on what?
Yeah, I don't
Say your
see that
answer.
either.
Say what you gotta say.
My house, my rules.
Oh my god.